This year, the Safety Leaders Exchange is with Patient Safety Congress for the first time. Normally, 95% of the time, chief executives are spending lots of their time speaking about finance and performance challenges, but safety is vitally important and they only spend 5% at the moment talking about that. So it's really important to have all those leaders in one room talking about patient safety as a priority.
It's really important that leaders like myself and everybody here amplify the importance of quality and safety at this current time. There's a lot of pressure around money. I've always thought that money and quality were two sides of the same coin, and unless we recognise that, then we make quality the servant of money. That tends to lead to a race to the bottom. What we should be doing is making money a servant of quality, so we can think about how we drive the best, most productive and most effective system that we can.
I've spent my whole career thinking about safety. In a time when we're talking about productivity and efficiency, it's important that we don't forget that poor care costs money. In the session, the stress point is around clinical leadership and how important that is at all levels. To have sustainable transformation is really around that engagement, not just of clinical leadership, but of the wider teams as a one-team approach, but also the involvement of our service users, our patients, their families, and the wider community in changes that may need to be made.
The safety culture does depend on the finances and productivity, but safe care is cheaper care and safe care is more productive as well, because we're not having to have longer length of stay or further problems that are caused by harm to patients. Safety is integral to how we get the right culture in our organisations. It's better for patients and their families, but it's also better for the staff because it really impacts on the morale of staff when things go wrong caused by systems which are inherently unsafe.
My takeaway from that session was there's a shared joint decision making in ensuring that we've got a transformative strategy on our workforce, but like it also already says about innovation and specifically how do we support the well-being of our workforce. It's a shared decision making by everyone.
Key highlights for me are the ability to engage with a lot of staff and patients, but also we've had a session with leaders in the system. That was a really helpful discussion around how systems make themselves safer.
It's really important for leaders in the NHS to be part of the Safety Leaders Exchange. You get to engage with others doing similar jobs, pick up some tips, and we're here to create the right culture of safety and leadership in the NHS.
It's an opportunity to have conversations, people sharing issues, making suggestions. The important thing of an in-person conference is the amount of conversations that go on around the sessions.
It's understanding what other organisations have put in place to ensure that safety is paramount to all the work that we do in healthcare. It's triangulating all of that to understand what is it that I can actually start implementing, those quick wins that I can put in place.